Hey guys, and welcome back to Greedfall. If you missed the last episode, we helped Afra and we gave Constantine some options for healing. We need to sell some stuff quick, so it's pretty good. We'll get rid of this one for now. These can go. No rifles. Commander Cutlass. That's actually pretty damn good. Can Kurt wear it? He can. It's better. Cool, you take that. Oh, I sold it. Never mind then. Because I'm stupid. Cool, you can have all that stuff. Right, we're going to continue. We're going to continue the main quest now. So, exit our travel phase. And we are back here. So, Trials of the Water. Where are we going? That's Glenda's abode, and then that's down there. So let's go to Glenda, who appears to be this way. So through the forest we trek. Are we even going the right way? It looks kind of like it. But only kind of. There's giant stones in the way. We need to somehow go up. Although there is a camp over here. What is this? Very interesting. Okay. Well, we're 189 away. So it's not even like we're that close. I'm wondering if we have to go back and go around. No, let's just keep going for now, I guess. Oh, no way. Okay. We're going to end up going that way at some point. Well, it's right by our camps. That's good to know. I guess for now we're going to go back. And we'll have to go this way. All the way through the forest, and I believe we can go this way. We cannot. Well, goddamn. I can go all the way around. Alright, this looks more like it. Yeah, because this is where we were for Afra. Something up here. We've got something here, so let's grab this while we're going. It's probably a camp again, right? The Heart's Gate. Ooh. Such a pretty area. Like, graphically, it looks fucking amazing. Here we go. Sick. Press the wrong button. Oh my, please stop. Thank you. Right, we need to go this way. 173. Although it looks like we should be semi-safe. We're in a camp. Nice. They're not attacking us. Awesome. Well, in we go.
Do it. Hello, my name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate Desardet. No, this building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
Right. Yeah, present the seal.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach, of the village of Wenchavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
Thank you. Everyone is so on edge around us. Can we level up, actually? Why is it telling me I've got a spare hat I can put on? I don't know. I don't know. Or did I already level up? I must have already leveled up. I did not. Remaining points 1. Okay. Yeah, traps then. Allows the instantaneous setting of trap on the ground while dodging. That's so good. Nice. Okay.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you.
Well, good.
What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our island, suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that only Enon Miel Frictamen can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
Well, okay then. Ask for information on Enmil Frickman. That seems like a good idea.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tir Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse, but you still see it with the eyes of a sort of Donegat. He is much more than that. He is the essence of all life, of all magic, the spring.
Okay. I guess
must
that
leave.
makes sense.
Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Right. What other quest did we just get?
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
Speak about the trial of water.
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret.
Because of course
Anything
they are.
else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
Awesome. Well, we picked up a few quests just then. What were they? Ah, Siora. Okay, cool. And then Afra as well. Nice. Okay, well let's Can we fast travel from here? Is there a fast travel point? Oh no, there's no point. We need to get up here. Oh, okay, we can do that. How do I get around there, though? That is my key question. I'm assuming we leave and go around, right? That would be my best guess. Because if this is the central hub of this village, yeah, it must be this way. And then up here. Or not. Do I go down this way and then around? Or is this just an exit? This looks like just an exit, right? Although I can go up here. No, I can't. There's nothing here. How do I get up to you then? How do I do this? Okay. I am very confused now. Very, very confused. Where the shit do I go? How do I get up there? Oh, do I go through this part of the village? Let's have a little look. No, this looks like a dead end. Oh, it's 'cause I'm not actually on that part of the village. Sometimes this game is pretty confusing. Is it this way? It's up here. Oh, there is loot though. 1 ammo, we'll take it. And this way? I think this is it. Sick. Cool. Right, let's do this trial of water. Discover what we have here.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Okay. Start the trial. Oh, this place is huge. Let us go then.
These beasts are feeding on that carcass. If only we could pour some sleeping potion on it.
Yeah, I think we've got sleeping potions.
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
Damn right. Okay, that seems like the first part of the trial done. Enter the cave for the trial. Not a single beast slain. We can jump down there, but what's round here?
I need a bit of practice.
Of course. Guess we're going the long route. 'Cause why wouldn't we, right? Oh, didn't mean to pause. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Can't go that way, so I guess we're going this way. How deep does this cave go? Oh, here we are.
Look at the basin and the symbols around it. Given the islanders' taste for rituals and enigmas, I think you should touch the water.
Okay.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again.
Okay, good to know. I think it's going to be the same thing, right? So, I can touch these. What is
This
this?
stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death.
Okay.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible.
Do wind. Sun.
The
What's
drawing
this?
on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or
It's ice. Sun. Where was sun? And then water. Have we found water yet? Are you water?
This stone is adorned with the...
Nice. Now what do I do about the Nordic? Is a Nargai gonna let me pass? I guess so. What in the shit?
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tirfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Mil Frichtemann.
Okay, well that was nice and easy. He absolutely smashed that. Didn't fight the creatures, we didn't fight the Nordic. Dominated. Love it. Back inside.
Tear to mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
Well, okay, in we go.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tirfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In the second room, you have awoken the Dosentats to better best them. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
I
Am
think
I
we passed.
authorized to encounter Enon Mil Frictamen now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glenda.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
Me too. Waterproof. We just got an achievement. We completed the Trial of Waters. Nice. Let's open up. Right, we are only 20 minutes into the episode and we've already completed the main quest, so that's the wrong button. We are going to fast travel probably. Because what do I have here? Side quests. Could do this. I think we'd do Siora's quest. It's been a while since we've done one for her. Can I talk to her here about it, or do I have to wait?
Karantz, I need to talk to you. I have
Okay.
to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mine shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Damn right, we will accept to go there now.
Of course. Let's go.
Right, we're going to leave this team, I think. Because this team's pretty helpful. So we're going to travel here. Yeah, Redwoods, the village of here. Let's help Siora out. We've been to Redwoods a lot recently. We spent so much time in San Mateus. Now where are these people for us to question? Why am I stuck? Oh, here they are. You.
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come to us with such eagerness. Do you want to hear the word of Saint Mateus and come into the light?
Not really, Father. My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. What can we do for you?
I can confirm the feeling is not mutual. Talk about the agreement with Bladnig.
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bladnid.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking us, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegad.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to traditions. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own rituals.
She had an engraver come to Falristal. He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
Oh, let's just kill him.
By not respecting us, you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Because you think that you can administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bladnid, and you are...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will see that we are telling the truth.
Alright, where is it? Quite far away. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way down here. Oh, it's right by the Farsal camp. So, we're going to fast travel there. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Right, now where is this stone? It's over here somewhere. Hi. You dead. Got you in the back. Easy. We'll loot them up, because why not, right? Beautiful. What do we have then?
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stones speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadek's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises always learn. Those who want to seal a promise tell them to write, and they take care of it.
Huh. Well, the more you know. So where are we going to find this dude? Where is Karadag, or however you say his name? The village over here. Cool. Lots of backtracking. Right, let's go speak to this dude then.
Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Yep. Love it.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. A sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
This workshop was purposely devastated.
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Baraeg Nodas, Doncass's clan. Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vigigador, and we'll find out.
Alright, to Vigigador we go. I'm telling you, this game is just the running diplomacy simulator. With a few monsters thrown in. The village of Vididagag, or however you say it. Now, where are you, my dude? Nice. Let's loot up. 1 ammo, we'll take it. Another ammo, excellent. You.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
Talk about the Promise Keeper.
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Ask about the Engraver's exile.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Right, ask about his current location.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well. Is there anything else?
Nope, that will take it.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Right, I can't check the map because of here. Alright. Where? Oh, over here. Okay, that's not too far away, to be honest. Pretty reasonable for us to get to. It's just lots of curvy little paths, but that's alright. This way, right? Yeah, nice. We know where we're going and what we're doing. Vaguely. It's gonna be this way, right? No, it's not. It's up here. Cool. And then this is a singular path, and this will curve around, and that's what we need. And so far, no enemies, which is even nicer. Do I go up here? Yes, I do. Cool. And then we scoot around here.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
Hey. Hi, buddy.
Siora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Ask him about his role as Keeper of Promises.
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you're a kind of cleric? Thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
Yes. Ask him about the Stone of the Pact with Teleme.
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
Okay,
With
where's
this
that?
tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. The Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
Hmm. Hmm. Do not insist. Fuck it. Threaten to give away the location of his hideout to the priest.
In that case, maybe we should tell the priests about your hideout. How about that?
Why would you do that? They would kill me.
I cannot believe you would say that.
This man's hatred of the settlers has made him blind. That he'd rather let his village fall into their hands than help us. He leaves me no choice.
Here, take this damned bark and leave me alone. Leave!
What do these
Sorry.
glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions. And they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Isilde.
Alright, let's go. I'll go back to... Okay, cool. Nice and easy. Isilda's gonna be pissed. But oh well. Alright.
Siora, Asir. Always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld. I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Talk about the agreement with the missionaries.
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
Yeah, they're lies. Talk about the stone that was destroyed.
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Siora? No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies. You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village. So they lied. They mocked us and insulted the memory of our mother. I think it's
Yes.
high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go.
Let's get rid of the trash.
You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
Convince them to leave.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter, Your Excellency.
You're fine. Fuck Taleme.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord. Thank you, Anol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir.
Damn right, Siora is now our friend. I believe that's only quest 2 from her, right? Is there another one? Or is that it? That's it for now, okay. Cool. In that case, Afra. How long is the episode? Yeah, we still got time.
Karans,
You're
do you need something?
not Afra, never mind. Oh, why is she saying that the missionaries were lying?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
Tell her that it seems logical given their culture. No. Tell her that she might have done it to protect her daughters. No, because then she's going to be like, oh, the land and the tribe. Yeah, tell her it seems logical given their culture.
I think I understand. Your island, your culture, and your faith are so closely tied that you cannot renounce one without renouncing the others.
Exactly. The earth talks to us because we believe in it. in its spirits. Without these beliefs, we would be but empty shells. Our mother would never have wanted that for us. I am happy to see that you understand us so well. Anything else?
Oh, Sierra's now friendly. Awesome.
I must leave you.
Oh, we should have
See
asked
you
about her and her sister. Get some knowledge from these guys.
Do you need something?
Why her and her sister are so different?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
Tell her that you're glad she is gentler than her sister.
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it's the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything else?
No, we're good.
I must leave you.
Right, Afra, you had something for us.
Desarde, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn, and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
Yes, so accept and take care of it now.
You're right, Afra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desarde. Let's return to Duncas's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell us more about this cave.
Well, let's not run before we can walk, eh? Where is our fast travel? There should be one near here, right? Yeah, it's just here. Oh, we're already here, okay. Well, that was nice and easy. Let's go speak to him in his village. How do I get down? Not that way. Yeah, ask about the Cave of Knowledge. I'll question the young people, okay.
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Duncas meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Duncas will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter
Amen.
what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself, like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
Alright, where are we going then? Whereabouts is it? Whereabouts is it? It's telling me it's this way. Oh, it's up here. Oh, we have to fast travel to... Okay, well, let's grab the skill altar up here. Yeah, we'll grab the skill altar and we'll just run up the road. Why not? Now, how do I get the skill altar? Up here. Hi, buddy. Please don't hurt me. It's somewhere around here, right? Nice. One skill point. We'll put it back into traps. And since we're halfway there, we will just run and up the road. Why not? It's literally just here, right? Maybe. No, that's travel to there. Oh, it's all up here. Oh, so yeah, I have to fast travel. Cool. So we need to go the Heart's Gate. Anyone have anything to say to us quick?
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Nothing.
I'll see you later.
Take.
Kurt. Oh, sorry, Vasco.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I...
Nope.
I'm asleep.
Kurt. You're Alpha, never mind.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I
Nope.
must leave you.
Siora. Or Kurt.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Not quite yet. Okay, we've done
I
all
must
that.
leave you.
Siora.
Karans, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our mother's funeral, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. But finish what you are doing first. We will talk about it later. Anything else?
No, we'll help you for sure.
I must leave you.
Alright, well, let's do this to Afra and then we'll help Siora again. Because we're the bestest person. Right, where do we go for the Cave of Knowledge? Oh, back up here, okay. Right, so this way, I assume. Oh, it's going to be the seed thing, isn't it, that was here. Okay. I remember now. Oh, hopefully the creatures don't want to fight us. Yeah, nice little abandoned camp there, and then there was a grass gate and a thing here.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
Yeah, you use the altar.
This stone and this door remind me of the place where the Tierna Kadactus went into hiding.
You're right. We'll probably have to use a seed here as well.
But we don't know which.
No, we don't. I wonder if that has something to do with this cave.
We'll be rich soon. Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Oh boy. Try to find out more.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. And we don't want any trouble. We also are, explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Right. Attempt to convince them to leave.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by staying around here. When the Islanders' clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. With the time it will take to craft enough explosives, we may end up with a whole tribe after us. Never mind, guys. We're leaving, fast!
Here is my offering
Smart.
to the Cave of Knowledge.
Alright, explore the Cave of Knowledge. First things first. Take the seed. Now, let's go explore the cave. It's so handy that we've got so much charisma now.
There.
So handy.
Place the seed on the stone.
And in we go. The Cave of Knowledge. Look how deep this thing goes. Wash the ankles. And let's study these.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives.
Okay. That's the first thing. What's this one?
The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Alright, where are we going? Hide in an elevated place. I'm guessing we're going around here then. Yeah, nice. Spy on the young people. What young people? Are they coming towards us? No? Ah, here.
Esco halen. Esco valg medagengo selerge mantadabem. Avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daigan ni dau. Ayigi dames etier comelei.
Kairto, Morian. Ages radai de radidau tairger began.
Cauden nes greta comelei. Nas oltargodu. Vregdetet mad advad. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
Okay. When that's time for us to leave, I'm totally okay with that. Considering we have no idea what the fuck they said. Is this the exit? It must be. Okay, cool. Didn't mean to do that, but we'll take it. And down here we go. Smashed it.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewan's.
How will we know when it takes place?
Dunkus said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Sure.
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Well, okay. Wait one day and go to the place. Okay, we can do that. My next quest, though, let's go to this campfire. And then we'll figure out what is next. 23 hours to kill. Now I'm wondering where we meet them. Although so far, no creatures, that's nice. Beautiful. Right. Assess the situation. Speak to Constantine about the sanctuary. Right, well, let's sleep then. Okay. And now where do we go from here? The camp. Let's hope we don't upset him. I'm not very hopeful.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. But I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you are one of ours, Avra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
Okay, right, we need to just pause the recording quick. Good. Right.
How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you. But I will be by your side, now and forever.
Good. That's cute.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions' attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Me too. And then one last one. It's the one at the back.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onal Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence.
Well, good. Okay, where do we go now? Oh, okay. Get in position for the ritual. Skip sequence. Why do I want to skip it? Wait, what's going on? What is he doing? Okay. Bit of blood magic for my Dragon Age fans. Well, he looks cool.
You are an Onal Menawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Grab the young metamorph. The others don't need it.
Come on. Come on.
They won't touch you. Desade, we have to protect them.
We are. Oh, shit. Wow. He walloped us as soon as we got up. That's our first death in a while. God damn. Absolutely walloped us. Oh, and don't think we've got to do this again.
You look preoccupied.
Oh, we do. Okay, well, that's fine. We can skip through this. And then we go back here.
You are
Yep, skip all this. Okay. Just keep shooting. We are. Just kill them all. Then there was you. Love it.
Curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Alright, well we smashed that. I think we're going to wrap this episode up here though. If you enjoyed, please drop a video like, it helps me amazingly. If you're new and you're not subscribed, you'd like to, that'd also be amazing. And hopefully guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.